Steve McQueen, often called the King of Cool, left an indelible mark on Hollywood in the 1960s and 1970s. Known for his captivating on-screen presence and memorable anti-hero roles in films like Bullitt and The Great Escape, McQueen became a cinematic legend. However, beyond the glamour of Hollywood, his intense personality and a strong desire for screen dominance sparked tense rivalries with some fellow actors. In this video, we'll delve into the candid thoughts of a few of McQueen's co-stars who didn't hold back from sharing less than flattering perspectives about the legendary star. Join us as we uncover the behind-the-scenes stories that reveal a different side to Steve McQueen, exploring why he wasn't the favorite of several of his contemporaries. James Garner and McQueen. James Garner, widely regarded as one of Hollywood's nicest and most easygoing figures, didn't hold back when describing his co-star Steve McQueen. Garner's straightforward assessment of McQueen's career and shortcomings can be encapsulated in four short but brutal words: the kiss of death. In contrast, Paul Newman, another Hollywood legend, dismissed McQueen with one foul-mouthed word, emphasizing the tension and complexity within the entertainment industry. The realm of Hollywood is no stranger to feuds and rivalries, and Garner's reputation as a genuinely amiable personality made his candid remarks about McQueen all the more striking. While audiences often see Garner as the honorable and heartfelt hero on screen, his off-screen assessment of McQueen reveals a different aspect of their working relationship. Their collaboration in The Great Escape showcased McQueen's on-screen coolness, but behind the scenes, his actions both on and off camera could incite frustration among his co-stars. In the World War II prison drama, The Great Escape, James Garner shared the screen with Steve McQueen, portraying Hendley opposite McQueen's hilts. Garner, known for his candor, didn't shy away from expressing his thoughts on McQueen's approach to acting. He drew a comparison to Marlon Brando, noting that, like Brando, McQueen could be a challenging presence on set. However, Garner went a step further, asserting that McQueen wasn't an actor but a movie star, a poser who meticulously cultivated the image of a macho man. According to Garner, McQueen brought a distinct persona to every role, and while audiences loved it, Garner saw this as a significant drawback. He remarked, "That's the kiss of death as far as I'm concerned," emphasizing his belief that an actor's ability to seamlessly inhabit a character without the audience perceiving the act is crucial. Yet McQueen's challenges weren't limited to his acting style. His behavior on set was another point of contention throughout his career. In a revealing anecdote, Garner disclosed that McQueen nearly walked off the set of The Great Escape due to a tantrum over his role. In an effort to salvage the delicate situation on the set of The Great Escape, James Garner took the initiative to engage in a conversation with Steve McQueen, aiming to unravel the root of the problem. It became evident that McQueen had reservations about the trajectory of his character in the script, feeling that it lacked the heroic touch he desired. McQueen's stubborn nature, a characteristic Garner acknowledged, presented a challenge, but concessions were ultimately made to accommodate McQueen's wishes. To address McQueen's dissatisfaction, the director implemented significant changes, introducing motorcycle stunts and reshaping McQueen's character arc. The transformation turned McQueen's role into a figure who undertakes reconnaissance in the countryside, willingly allowing himself to be recaptured to share crucial information with others. Despite the tumultuous moments during the production, Garner and McQueen managed to maintain a friendship, a testament to Garner's minimal ego and diplomatic approach to handling the challenges. This level of tolerance and understanding wasn't universally exhibited by many other Hollywood icons who found themselves in McQueen's crosshairs. Garner's ability to navigate the complexities of working with McQueen sheds light on the intricacies of interpersonal relationships within the industry. Yul Brynner and McQueen. The professional interactions between Steve McQueen and the towering figure of classic cinema, Yul Brynner, were characterized by a particularly turbulent relationship. Brynner, a star who dominated the screen in the 50s and 60s with iconic performances in epic films like The King and I and The Ten Commandments, held a position at the peak of his career during this golden era of entertainment. However, his established status sometimes led to clashes with emerging talents seeking their own place in the spotlight. The most public manifestation of the feud between McQueen and Brynner occurred on the set of the legendary Western film The Magnificent Seven, 1960, where both actors were cast alongside each other. It was widely known that Brynner, already established as a powerhouse actor, was less than pleased with McQueen's attempts to seize the limelight during the scenes they shared. McQueen, known for his rebellious and attention-grabbing nature, wasn't content with being overshadowed by Brynner and employed subtle tactics to draw the audience's attention towards himself. The tension between the two actors played out in the dynamics of their on-screen interactions. McQueen, in an effort to avoid being eclipsed, often improvised actions designed to distract viewers from Brynner's performance. The constant jostling for attention between Steve McQueen and the imposing Yul Brynner on the set of The Magnificent Seven fostered a simmering rivalry that seemed to intensify with each passing day. The tension between the two actors reached such heights that Brynner purportedly took the drastic step of prohibiting McQueen from making any unscripted moves during their shared scenes. This restriction, however, did little to dampen McQueen's spirited attempts to assert himself and make his presence felt more prominently on screen. The escalating conflict between McQueen and Brynner became a defining element of the film's production, with each actor vying for dominance in their scenes. Brynner, already an established force in Hollywood, was determined to maintain control and uphold his status as the lead. On the other hand, McQueen, known for his rebellious and attention-grabbing nature, saw the restrictions as a challenge to overcome rather than a deterrent. McQueen's insistence on making unscripted moves, despite Brynner's directives, added an unpredictable dynamic to their on-screen interactions. The ensemble cast of The Magnificent Seven, inflated with several egos, became a hotbed of tension, with Steve McQueen at the center of discontent. His displeasure peaked when he realized his character had only 7 lines of dialogue in the original script. Pressured by McQueen's concerns, the director, John Sturges, made a concession by granting McQueen some control behind the camera. Unfortunately, this newfound power became a tool that McQueen wielded to upstage Yul Brynner and draw attention to himself. McQueen's actions, bordering on childish pranks, took on various forms to achieve his goal of stealing the spotlight. During one of Brynner's speeches, he engaged in distracting acts, such as flipping a coin and rattling his shotgun shells, diverting the camera's focus away from Brynner and onto himself. These disruptive tactics, while seemingly minor, added to the overall tension on the set and further strained the relationship between the two stars. Among McQueen's more infuriating pranks was the deliberate kicking away of the mound of dirt Brynner had created for himself to stand on. This act aimed to disrupt Brynner's positioning, making him appear less tall compared to the other actors in the scene. The escalating tension between Steve McQueen and Yul Brynner on the set of The Magnificent Seven reached a boiling point during one particular incident in production. In Mark Elliott's 2005 book, Steve McQueen, A Biography, it was detailed that Brynner, in a fit of frustration, once grabbed McQueen in a threatening manner. The palpable animosity between the two stars was evident, and the confrontation became a public spectacle. Reflecting on the strained relationship, McQueen candidly acknowledged, "We didn't get along." According to McQueen, the confrontation unfolded in front of a crowd, with Brynner grabbing him by the shoulder in apparent anger. McQueen speculated, "He was mad about something. He doesn't ride well and knows nothing about guns, so maybe he thought I represented a threat. McQueen, known for his rebellious spirit, further elaborated on the clash of working styles between him and Brenner. He asserted, I was in my element. He wasn't. When you work in a scene with Yule, you're supposed to stand perfectly still 10 feet away. Well, I don't work that way. The on-set feud between Steve McQueen and Yul Brynner during the production of The Magnificent Seven was not only marked by confrontations, but also stirred by underlying jealousies and intense competition. Robert Vaughn, another co-star in the ensemble cast, delved into the dynamics of this feud in his 2008 biography, A Fortunate Life. According to Vaughn's recollections, McQueen's jealousy was directed at Brynner's character's gun in the movie, adding a layer of rivalry beyond their on-screen interactions. Vaughn paints a picture of McQueen as intensely competitive, driven by a desire not just for success, but to outshine everyone else. Vaughn writes, Steve was intensely competitive. It wasn't enough just to be successful. He had to be more successful than anyone else. The ongoing battle of egos, despite their highly professional status, transformed the film set into a ground for palpable tension. The constant competition between these two stars, each vying for the spotlight, created a backdrop of unease and rivalry. While their on-screen chemistry undoubtedly contributed to the making of a classic Western off-screen, their inability to see eye to eye became as legendary as their individual careers. Paul Newman and McQueen. In the cutthroat world of Hollywood during the dynamic decades of the 1960s and 70s, a heated feud unfolded, transcending the glitz of movie sets and involving two powerhouse stars, Steve McQueen and Paul Newman. The roots of their animosity ran deep, and many insiders asserted that it was primarily McQueen who harbored resentment toward Newman. This rivalry, however, was not limited to the realms of acting. It extended onto the racetracks, adding an extra layer of intensity to their competition. Both actors, under the guidance of Dick Barber, the head of Barber Motorsports, delved into the world of racing. Newman approached racing with methodical discipline, investing time and effort to refine his skills on the track. His dedication was evident as he worked diligently to perfect his performance, earning respect in the racing community. In contrast, McQueen seemed to possess a natural knack for racing, effortlessly picking up the subtleties of driving. His innate talent bred bitterness, particularly when he realized that Newman, too, was a formidable competitor on the racetrack. McQueen's belief in his superiority as a driver fueled the flames of their rivalry. Interestingly, despite their shared passion for racing, the two iconic actors never had the opportunity to face each other in an official race, leaving the question of who was the superior racer unanswered. The strained professional relationship between Steve McQueen and Paul Newman reached a critical juncture when the opportunity for them to collaborate on the big screen presented itself. The chance emerged for them to co-star in the iconic film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. However, McQueen found himself unable to embrace the idea of sharing the limelight with Newman, particularly when the question of top billing arose. Newman, with the larger name in Hollywood at the time, was poised to receive top billing in the film. This prospect did not sit well with McQueen, who believed fervently that he deserved the starring role. Faced with the perceived injustice, McQueen made the decisive choice to turn down the offer, effectively stepping away from what would have been a significant cinematic collaboration. In the aftermath of McQueen's rejection, the role of Sundance Kid eventually went to Robert Redford. Notably, Warren Beatty and Marlon Brando were also considered for the part. The ripple effects of McQueen's decision not only altered the trajectory of his career, but also added another layer to the already intricate dynamics of his relationship with Newman. Regrettably, the clash of egos between Steve McQueen and Paul Newman was not confined to the missed opportunity in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Their competitive spirits persisted, reaching another crescendo during the production of The Towering Inferno, the sole film where they shared the screen. Based on the novels The Tower by Sterling Siliphant and The Glass Inferno by Richard Martin Stern, John Guillermin's film, The Towering Inferno, weaves a gripping narrative around the opening party of a colossal office building. The storyline takes a tragic turn as a devastating fire erupts, imperiling the lives of everyone within. Garnering a nomination for Best Picture in 1975, the acclaimed film clinched several awards, including Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, and Best Original Song for the poignant We May Never Love Like This Again. Despite the cinematic success, the behind-the-scenes atmosphere was charged with the competitive energies of two Hollywood giants, Paul Newman and Steve McQueen. The clash of their egos turned the set into an arena for an all-star Hollywood bout, where each actor vied for prominence on screen. The tales of their rivalry during the making of The Towering Inferno are rife with intriguing anecdotes, revealing the lengths to which they went to assert their presence. In this battle for screen time, sneaky tactics became the norm, with both Newman and McQueen employing strategies to secure their positions. McQueen's intense desire to be the unequivocal star manifested once again, even to the extent of meticulously counting the lines he had in scenes compared to Newman. McQueen, in a bold move, reportedly approached screenwriter Sterling Siliphant, requesting the addition of 12 lines of dialogue for his character. This tactical maneuver aimed to ensure that McQueen had the exact same number of lines as Newman's co-protagonist. McQueen's fixation on being the primary focus became a source of tension, especially if he perceived any disparity in the number of lines allotted to him versus Newman. This competitive dynamic on set created an atmosphere of unease during the filming of The Towering Inferno. A. E. Hotchner, a renowned writer and lifelong friend of Paul Newman, offered insights into the behind-the-scenes drama. He vividly recalled Newman referring to McQueen as a chicken due to what he perceived as McQueen's incessant and petty grievances. This candid characterization reflects the depth of the friction that permeated their professional interactions, shedding light on the challenges faced by two iconic actors sharing the same cinematic space. Michael Fassbender and McQueen. In the intricate world of Hollywood collaborations, the partnership between actor Michael Fassbender and filmmaker Steve McQueen stands out as a significant alliance that would go on to shape the trajectory of cinematic history. Similar to the iconic bonds between directors like Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro, or Sidney Lumet and Al Pacino, the McQueen-Fassbender collaboration faced its share of initial hurdles, making their journey together all the more compelling. The genesis of their professional relationship was marked by a somewhat rocky encounter. In the early stages, as they delved into discussions about casting for McQueen's directorial debut, Hunger, 2008, there was an air of tension surrounding Fassbender. McQueen, the acclaimed filmmaker, initially perceived Fassbender as a bit of a pain during their first meeting. The actor's demeanor carried a certain level of cockiness that left McQueen questioning Fassbender's commitment and intentions. It appeared that Fassbender, perhaps as a defense mechanism honed over years of industry challenges and rejection, was guarded about revealing a portion of himself. This initial hesitation or reserve may have been a tactic developed from navigating the unpredictable landscape of the entertainment industry. The narrative of Steve McQueen and Michael Fassbender's collaboration took an unexpected turn when McQueen, despite the initial reservations, decided to afford Fassbender another opportunity to audition for a lead role in the movie Hunger. This pivotal moment in their story became a transformative juncture for both the film and the trajectory of their professional partnership. In the subsequent audition, Fassbender managed to showcase a new dimension of his personality that resonated with McQueen's vision for the character of Bobby Sands. This revelation not only solidified Fassbender's suitability for the role, but also signaled a profound shift in their dynamic. This moment of reassessment and mutual understanding marked the beginning of a fruitful partnership that went on to yield cinematic masterpieces. The collaboration between McQueen and Fassbender, initiated with Hunger, became a creative force that significantly influenced the trajectory of both their careers. As the collaborative journey between Steve McQueen and Michael Fassbender unfolded, McQueen underwent a significant shift in his perception of the actor. Fassbender, once seen through a lens of initial hesitation, began to emerge as a remarkable talent, unafraid to explore territories where others might hesitate. This transformation in McQueen's perspective marked a pivotal moment in their creative partnership. Fassbender's approach to his roles became a defining feature, characterized by a nuanced portrayal that showcased a rare willingness to embrace both vulnerability and the complexities of both masculine and feminine aspects. This distinctive and daring approach allowed Fassbender to delve into characters with a depth and authenticity that set him apart from his contemporaries, establishing him as a unique force in the cinematic landscape. Their collaboration matured into a symbiotic relationship, characterized by profound mutual respect and understanding. Fassbender, over time, evolved into an instrumental figure in McQueen's cinematic ventures. His performances not only garnered critical acclaim, but also left an indelible mark on the industry, contributing to the legacy of both the actor and the filmmaker. McQueen made enemies seemingly everywhere. Despite Steve McQueen enjoying a stellar reputation among audiences, his conduct, as previously discussed, wasn't always well received by many industry peers. In the glitzy world of Hollywood, McQueen was often perceived more as a movie star than a genuine actor, frequently finding himself entangled in disputes and conflicts during the production of major projects such as The Magnificent Seven and The Great Escape. Beyond his legendary feuds with notable figures like Yul Brynner, numerous other A-listers found themselves nursing long-standing resentments against McQueen. His unwavering commitment to portraying a macho image on screen was frequently seen as a hindrance to the collaborative atmosphere that typically characterizes movie sets. As we delve into the intricacies of McQueen's relationships within the industry, we uncover the complexities of a Hollywood icon whose presence, while captivating for audiences, often steered tensions behind the scenes. The dichotomy between his cinematic charisma and the conflicts that arose with his peers adds layers to the narrative of Steve McQueen's legacy. In addition to the challenges Steve McQueen faced on set, his character's continual evolution into a more heroic figure became a recurring issue, particularly during the filming of The Great Escape. Reports indicate that McQueen threw a tantrum over his role, insisting on changes to the character's trajectory to depict him in a more heroic light. This discontent escalated to the point where the director contemplated a complete restructuring of the entire film, considering a shift in the spotlight to focus on another character. McQueen's grievances with his role were rooted in a perceived lack of heroism for his character, further compounded by his dissatisfaction with specific scenes that he deemed as corny. This clash between McQueen's vision for his character and the director's artistic choices added another layer of complexity to the already intricate dynamics on the set of The Great Escape. McQueen's behavior. However, the challenges Steve McQueen posed to the filmmaking process extended beyond his on-screen portrayals. His disruptive behavior on set, marked by his insistence on tweaking his roles and the ensuing tantrums, became a constant threat to the harmonious atmosphere typically sought on film sets. This recurrent pattern led to frequent disruptions and delays, testing the patience and professionalism of those working alongside him. While McQueen remained adored by millions of fans, his relationships with fellow actors were far from straightforward. Complex and often characterized by a series of disagreements and clashes in creative visions, these dynamics offer an intriguing glimpse into the backstage complexities of the golden era of Hollywood. This facet of McQueen's personality, hidden from the public eye, underscores the depth and diversity of experiences and interactions within the classic entertainment world, revealing that even the most beloved stars faced challenges and conflicts behind the scenes. Controversy over his estate. Even after Steve McQueen's untimely demise in 1980, he left behind a legacy that went beyond his iconic film performances. His name, image, and the rights associated with them became valuable assets. The posthumous management and control of these rights sparked controversies and legal battles involving his estate. Following McQueen's passing, the rights to his likeness became a contentious issue. Over the years, numerous companies attempted to leverage McQueen's image for advertising and promotional purposes, capitalizing on his enduring popularity and the cool image he had cultivated. Steve McQueen's estate, primarily overseen by his children and heirs, has taken a vigilant stance in safeguarding his image and legacy. They've initiated legal proceedings against companies and individuals deemed to exploit McQueen's likeness without proper authorization. For instance, in the early 2010s, McQueen's estate filed a lawsuit against Ferrari for marketing a car as the McQueen, capitalizing on the actor's renowned passion for racing and cars. In addition to external legal challenges, internal disputes among McQueen's heirs have surfaced regarding the management and distribution of his estate. These disagreements center around finding the optimal balance between preserving McQueen's legacy and leveraging the ongoing interest in his life and career. Amid the controversies, the estate has actively worked to both preserve and celebrate McQueen's legacy. This involves supporting documentaries detailing his life, endorsing products that align with his image, and maintaining control over the narrative surrounding his life and career. As we conclude this insightful look into the backstage realm of Steve McQueen, we're curious to hear your thoughts. How do you perceive McQueen's dynamic personality and the rumored conflicts with fellow stars? Do they influence your view of him or add a captivating dimension to his illustrious career? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel to support us. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.